Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's start clearing up our tables, throwing away our trash. We're going to get ready to start the ceremony in a couple of minutes. I need a couple of Scout volunteers to help us out with the flags. Who wants to do the flags? Come on up. Thank you all for coming to this Troop 642 Eagle Court of Honor. Let us begin with our flag ceremony. Mr. Victor Rangel.
May you guys please stand to join in the Pledge of Allegiance. Color Guard, advance. Color Guard, prepare to post the colors. Post the colors. Those in civilian clothes, please put your right hands over your heart. Those in scout uniforms, salute the flag. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dismissed.
Thank you very much. I would like to call up Carter Cassidy to lead us in the Scout Oath.
Scout Oath. On my honor. Please rise. On my honor, I will do my best, due to my duty, to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
And now Cooper Cassidy will lead us in the Scout Law.
A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
And Judah Elus will lead us in the Outdoor Code.
Outdoor Code. As an American, I will do my best to train my outdoor manners, to be careful with fire, consider the outdoors, and be conservation-minded.
Thank you, Scouts. Go ahead and be seated. I now call up our Troops Committee Chairperson, Mr. Kevin Turner, who will open up this Court of Honor.
So parents, family, distinguished people that are here tonight to wish these young men on to their futures, really. Futures that have been honed in steel while they've been here. Many of these kids started out in Scouts when they were cubbies. Danny, how old were your kids when they were Tigers? 5? So we got from 5 to maybe 18 on some of these kids tonight. And many of them, they've been in this journey the entire time. They never left. They've been doing this stuff day in, day out through COVID. And here we are. I don't know that this troop has ever had the kind of night we've got tonight where we've got this many kids that have all turned Eagle in such a short period of time. But it's truly astounding. I'd like to give all of the boys that Eagled recently a round of applause because they deserve it. And one girl. Who did it in record time, I might add. I was blown away when I saw the timeline of what she was able to accomplish so quickly. It was truly, truly amazing. So without any further ado, by the authority granted by being the committee chair for this troop, I dare declare that this meeting is now open and we are ready to celebrate our young men.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Let me call upon Akash, who will lead us in an invocation prayer for the troop.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Akash Kampala. Please prepare yourself for prayer in the manner of your custom to. Dear Lord, we thank you for this time you have given to us when we have come together and celebrate the accomplishments of these who have achieved the highest rank and goal of Eagle Scout. They have done their best and now have a moment to enjoy the fruit of it. Yet, we may never forget that all is done only with your help and strength. Thank you, Lord, and bless us through this evening. Amen.
Excellent job, Akash. Thank you very much. All right, well, welcome everybody to this Court of Honor. We all know why we're here. We're here to celebrate, and we have the honor and pleasure of recognizing a dozen scouts tonight. That is amazing, a dozen scouts in 1 year. You know, we're not the biggest troop in the city or in the state, but normally we average 2, 3, maybe 4 scouts in 1 year. This year, the fact that we have 12 scouts earning their Eagle is truly amazing, and it's just unbelievable. But with their parents' guidance and their scout leaders' guidance, these scouts have labored long and faithfully through the BSA program to become model citizens and great leaders. Keep an eye out on these scouts because they will be leaders in the future. Their efforts, their journey, culminate this evening in the presentation of their Eagle Awards. And these efforts included attaining 7 different ranks. They started with the Scout rank. They memorized the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. They explained the meaning of each point of the Scout Law. They learned about pocket safety. Then they went on to Tenderfoot. They learned and practiced the outdoor code. They developed a fitness plan and improved on key fitness tests. They learned about Scouting's teaching edge method. They did at least 1 hour of service project. Then they became second-class scouts. They completed a 5-mile hike using a map and compass. They identified 10 kinds of native animals and 10 kinds of native plants. They participated in a flag ceremony and did 2 hours of service projects. Then they became first-class scouts. They demonstrated basic orienteering skills, discussed the rights and obligations of a citizen, demonstrated ability with knots and lashings, demonstrated first aid skills, passed the BSA swimmer test, and swam 100 yards. They did at least 3 hours of service projects. And then they became Star Scouts, where they did 6 hours of service projects and served for 4 months in a troop leadership position. Then on to Life Scout, another 6 hours of service projects, and 6 months in a troop of leadership position. And now here we are, Eagle Scouts, where they've served at least 6 months in another leadership position, planned, developed, and gave leadership to others in a service project that benefited the community. For all those ranks they did so much more. They were active in our troop. They showed Scout spirit. They practiced the Scout ideals in their everyday life, and they earned a minimum of 21 merit badges, some Scouts earning 40 and 50 merit badges. And they participated in a personal growth conference and boards of reviews. Finally, they were reviewed by an executive Eagle Board of Review, and now they are being recognized for their hard work and accomplishments. This is where we actually congratulate them and say how proud we are of them. Because of 100 boys that become scouts, it's confessed that about 30 of those drop out their first year. Perhaps this is regarded as failure, but later in life, even those 30 that dropped out will remember that they had been in scouting and will speak highly of this program, even though they didn't finish it. All of those 100 scouts will learn something from scouting, and all will develop hobbies that will add interest throughout the rest of their lives. A lot of them become military members, profit from their scout training somehow, some way. At least one will use their scout skills to save another person's life, and many will credit for saving their own life. The stats say that only 4 to 7 scouts reach the Eagle rank, but all of them will later say that they value his Eagle above his college degree. Many will find their future vocation through the merit badge works that they did and their scouting contacts. Majority of these boys will become adult leaders and give leadership to thousands of youth. So the point of all of this is that Eagle Scouts are good people and great leaders, and congratulations on earning this Eagle Award. Before we go on with actual handing out of any patches and awards, I'd like to call up our Reyes Adobe District Chairperson, Mr. Jonathan Watts.
Thank you, Mr. Luz. Yes, congratulations to all of these Eagle Scouts for making it to this great accomplishment. As Mr. Luz mentioned, I was one of those 30%. I started off in scouting, did about 2 years, and then was unable to continue my career in scouting, yet came back as an adult. Both of my kids are scouts, very proud of both of them, and I've been able to participate in many Eagle Border reviews, many for those who are in this room tonight. And it's just amazing to me to see what fine young people this program turns out year after year. So I want to say also that this is not the end of a journey. While it's a great accomplishment to achieve this rank and to make it to tonight and get to celebrate your accomplishments over the past years, this is the start of a journey. And you have an obligation to use this rank and the skills you've learned and the leadership that you will provide that Mr. Luz referred to better our communities and to continue to grow our youth into the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you all very much for all of your hard work in becoming Eagle Scouts tonight, and I look forward to celebrating with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. So I was hoping that the district representative who handles all the board of reviews would be here, Mr. David Goldenberg. Unfortunately, he didn't come tonight. But in his place, we have someone very special to our troop, and he does just as much work as Mr. Goldenberg does, if not more, for our troop. Mr. Howard Schwartz, please come on up here and give us some remarks.
In this room, everybody, there's not one single person, whether it's a sister or a brother or a grandparent or a parent or a scout, but every one of you had a role in why we're here tonight. Because you yourself supported that child becoming a scout and sticking to it, and that stick-to-itiveness attitude is what got all of these kids across the finish line, or really to the starting line. And so what a testament. I have not seen this room filled with so many smiling masks or smiling faces behind masks. I haven't seen it in a long time. And to have a reunion, we've got BK. BK, could you stand up? BK, when did you earn your Eagle?
2014.
2014. So, what a legacy BK has to know that he could come and his troop is still here, still mentoring, still guiding, still providing the support that it takes, that he lives today with the same principles that he learned so many years ago. They still guide him today. And for him to come back and feel like he's part of this community, wow, 642, I'm proud of you. I couldn't tell you how excited I am to be part of this evening, to be part of this troop, and to see each and every one of these Eagles come up and receive their proper attention and due. And just remember this, it's what you do in this room, parents and kids and scouts, it's what you do here where you learn and develop and hone those skills. It's not on your phone. It's really not in your classrooms at school as much as it used to be. It's in these type of environments where we teach our young people how to live a proper, healthy values and moral compass that will guide us through those turbulent times and to celebrate in those amazing accomplishments that each of us gets to have. So congratulations to everybody. My arm hairs are tingling with excitement to see each and every one of the young adults come up and receive their well-deserved and earned Eagle rank. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Schwartz. Our troop has another Eagle advisor that a lot of these scouts who are earning their Eagles tonight went through. And he's a wonderful person. And I'd like to bring up Mr. John Petring. Come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Danny. Well, it's been a privilege for me to work with several of these scouts over the last year and 2 years. And I joined this troop nearly 6 years ago with my son James when he was about 11 years old. So I've seen a lot of these scouts were also around that age, 11, 12, 13. And I've seen them grow from, those young scouts into Eagle Scouts. And it's been such a lesson for me to learn to not take a young scout and just assume they're going to stay as they are. I've learned that they are going to grow, they are going to improve, they're going to mature, and that's really been a lesson to not write off anybody. Every single one of these scouts in our troop has the ability to become an Eagle Scout, and we have to have faith in them and work with them where they're at. So that's really what I've learned through this journey. I'm so proud of the scouts that I've worked with, whether I was their advisor or whether I was just an ASM who could help them in the troop. And what can I say? It's just been an honor to be part of this troop. It's really, I think, one of the great troops in this district. And it's because of the scouts, it's because of the parents and guardians and everybody who helps out with this. So thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Petring. You're definitely a big part of the reason our troop is so strong. So thank you very much. We appreciate everything you do for the troop. So now I want to begin by calling out scouts individually. We're going to go in alphabetical order by last name. So when I call up the scout, we're going to have some scouts. Do we have some scout volunteers that can help out and put neckerchiefs and slides on these scouts? So come on up here, 1 or 2 or 3 scouts. Stand here, back here. So the scouts are to provide their own neckerchief. So if you didn't get one, that's okay. You're still an Eagle Scout. So our first scout that we're going to bring up tonight is Mr. Christopher Bobby Booyalose. Come on up, Mr. Bobby. So, Bobby, congratulations on earning the highest honor in scouting, the coveted rank of Eagle Scout. I present to you your Eagle Scout certificate, and there's also an Eagle Scout card that they get to carry around with them, and they can say that they are proud card-carrying members of the BSA Eagle Scout Squad. So congratulations, Bobby. Do you have Parents, family, you guys want to come up and say anything or present anything? This is the time to do it. Otherwise, we will go ahead and give Mr. Bobby his Eagle patch and pins. Mr. Howard would like to come up and say a few words for Bobby. All right, excellent. Come on up. Stay here, Bobby. Stay here, Bobby. Do you want to give it to him? No. Are you sure?
To be here now and seeing how far you have come is extraordinary. Truly extraordinary. You were quiet and a bit more introverted, a bit more than some of the more vocal boys. Over the next several years of your growth and continuing in scouting, you developed a voice of a person to look up to, the voice of a leader. I admired how you responded to each and every one of those opportunities and obstacles around you and took them on head first when you were senior patrol leader. You continued to grow and develop into becoming a proud Eagle Scout. Proud is such a perfect word right now. You know how proud each and every one of your family feels for you and the community they have for you, and I know that you feel proud of yourself and your accomplishments to date. What I'm most proud of is you, the whole person you. You are trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Thank you, Scout. Well done. Fly high, Eagle. Fly high.
Stay there, Bob.
I just want to say a few quick words about Bobby as well, that speaking for his mom and myself and his siblings, that we couldn't be prouder of the type of young man he's developed into. And I think that also, Mr. Howard Schwartz, we can't thank you enough, because I taught my kids from an early age, there's two types of people in this world: people that are part of the solution and people that are part of the problem. And it's people like you that do so many things that fly beneath the radar in so many ways that make the world, make life worth living. So we can't thank you enough for helping mold him to the type of young man he's become, and we're truly grateful, truly grateful. So thank you.
So Bobby, Mr. Cassidy is up here, and he's going to present you with your Eagle patch and palm pin. Congratulations, Bob. You want to say anything?
Sure.
You want to tell us what your favorite memory of scouting is with this troop? And tell us about your Eagle project, too.
Okay. Well, favorite memory is too difficult to do in on the spot, but I have a few. I really enjoyed High Adventure, but I think more than that, some of my favorite experiences were kind of the difficult times in leadership, and kind of learning how to adapt and overcome. And I really kind of like came into my own skin, I think, in the troop, especially as senior patrol leader and in my Eagle project. And so I think those hard moments were some of my favorite moments. And I mean, more the in retrospect than in the moment, of course. But anyway, those are some of my favorite moments. And then in terms of my Eagle project, so I installed 25 touch-free water fountains at 9 LVSD schools over 4.5 weeks. So I spent about 99 hours myself, 47 hours on site. Most of the installations were from like 6:30 a.m. I had 19 different bubble crews, which were like groups of 4 to 6 people that came onto the campus that we installed the fountains. Every single fountain that we installed had 2 days, which included deinstalling the bubble fountain we had in place. And then a district plumber had to come in and drill the hole to make it fit the new socket, or fit the new water fountain dispenser that was touch-free. And then we came on the second day to install it. Most schools had like 2 to 7 water fountains, so every school took 2 days, but a lot of schools took more like 4 to 6 days, which I did not anticipate. That's okay though, because there were lots of hurdles, where there was a broken elbow joint to the water key not working or something. So those are some of the trying moments, but more rewarding moments, because I learned how to overcome and kind of manage a giant project, because I was managing like 4 to 6 school sites at a time. And so like being able to coordinate that was very much a challenge, but something that I would think was rewarding, that I definitely learned a lot from. So it's a great experience. And we gave safe drinking water to
over 6,000 kids that allowed LVOC to reopen in person in the spring because we met health guidelines. So that was awesome, and it was great to be back on campus after because of my project. So it was a good time. Thank you.
Congratulations, Bobby. That project sounds very familiar, and you'll soon find out why. Our next scout is Mr. Shea Franklin, who is not here tonight because he's away at college, which is a great thing. But nevertheless, we want to recognize Shea for earning his Eagle Award. And I know that Shea's mom has something she would like to say on behalf of Shea.
Good evening, everyone. This has been a wonderful evening, so thank you for having us all here tonight, celebrating such a significant achievement for everyone. So as Danny mentioned, Shea, my son, is not able to be here in person tonight. He's currently studying in Monterey Bay, but he hopefully is watching this stream. I'm sure he'll be very excited. I'm so proud to be here on his behalf. To receive such a recognition. So thank you, Scouts. It's a truly wonderful experience. So Shea's journey was the journey from the start. He was a little guy, a little Cub Scout, probably from the age of 8. So Howard, I think, was a significant part of Shea's Cub experiences and moving up throughout the ranks. And this quickly became a very supportive platform for Shea to explore his curiosity. The Scouts have always been a very safe, all-inclusive environment, and that has definitely fostered his growth and to become the man he has become, a very fine man indeed. So that's why I can stand here and feel so proud of him. I thank you all so much for supporting his success and for your patience in guiding us through the process and through the journey and the ups and downs. It's truly been rewarding in so many ways. I truly mean this. It has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you all and becoming a part of the family of the Scouts. So thank you very much. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you very much. And here is Mr. Cassidy to present you with Shea's patch and palms. Congratulations. Our next scout that earned this highest honor in scouting, Mr. Connor Hyman. Come on up, Mr. Connor. Congratulations on earning this highest honor. I was with Connor when he was a Tiger Scout. I was his den leader for all through his, well, I shared it with his dad, Roger, in the beginning. And then I was his den leader in Cub Scouts. I'm very proud of this moment. I really am, Connor. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you made it through this journey together with Ezra and everybody else, of course. Congratulations, Connor, on earning this Eagle certificate. Congratulations, and your card in there as well. Family, anything coming up? Okay. Connor, can you tell us your favorite scouting moment and what your Eagle project was?
Sure. My favorite scouting moment would probably be when I fell off the whitewater raft on my first camping trip. That was very fun. My project is actually installing the sound system, everything from system design to purchasing to installation. And I was very fortunate to have some incredible mentors, Mr. Art Riddle, Mr. Will Riddle, and of course, Mr. Schwartz. I would not have been able to do it without any of them. So thank you. So the sound system in this building that I installed consists of 4 speakers, which are around you. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I installed a new soundboard and 4 brand new wireless microphones. Oh, and the outdoor speakers. There's outdoor speakers too. Thank you.
Great job, Connor. Congratulations. Here is Mr. Cassidy to present you with your patch and palms. All right, congratulations. Moving right along. Now we're coming up to Mr. Ezra Eluz. Ezra, what can I say? You know I'm very proud of this moment right now. I'm very happy for you, but I couldn't be more proud of you. I remember when you started out as a Tiger in Cub Scouts. You were 5 years old. You couldn't do anything. You were so adorable, so cute. And here we are. How many years later is this now? 13 years later. And here I am, a proud father, presenting this Eagle Scout certificate to my son. Congratulations. Give me a moment. So this is what you get as an Eagle Scout. This is the Eagle neckerchief. Along with the Eagle flag. This is what I wanted the Scouts to be. Didn't I ask for a couple volunteers? Judah, where are you? All right, so Ezra, why don't you tell us your favorite scouting moment and what your Eagle project was?
Okay. Hi. My favorite scouting memory was in the summer of 2018 when I went on Northern Tier, the high adventure up in Canada. What? Yeah, I was 13, really tiny, just finished middle school, and about 7 days in, we see a lot of smoke. We get told that there's a forest fire going on around us, and we're going to have to get evac'd out. So we have a seaplane come down and get us after having everything just all over the place because we weren't expecting to get picked up because we had no idea. Seaplane got us. We got evac'd out. We got stuck in Canada for 4 days because they couldn't get us back. Yeah. My Eagle project was not my first original Eagle project. I planned on doing something at my summer camp JCA Shalom, but didn't work out due to COVID and whatnot. Yeah, Woolsey Canyon fire back in 2018, COVID 2020. It took a long time. So instead, I worked with the Brahma Food Pantry out of Pierce College, and I donated a lot of food and a lot of money into helping and making little care bags and packages for hungry college students.
All right, Ezra, congratulations. Stay here, though, because we're going to honor you after we honor somebody else who's also near and dear to me, Zachary Eluz. Come on up, Zachary. Zachary, congratulations. What can I say? You earned this Eagle Award. It took you 3 years to do it. But the amazing thing is, he didn't want to earn his Eagle before his brother. So he waited a year, 2 years, for Ezra to finish his Eagle project so that Ezra could finish his project, and then he would finish his project. And that just shows you the type of character Zachary has and is a type of person like that. But Zachary, congratulations on earning this Eagle certificate, just like Ezra. With Ezra, I'm very proud of you, And I couldn't be more proud of you and all the work you've put into this. Congratulations. So I just wanted to say, before Zachary tells us about his project and his favorite activity, we were getting our sashes ready because, no, we did not prep them ahead of time. We did them on Tuesday. As we were putting the merit badges on these sashes, they were able to tell me how, where, and what they did for every single merit badge. And what that tells me is that this journey to scouting, to Eagle, really does mean something to these guys. You know, whether they go to summer camp and earn 10 merit badges in 1 week, or whether they go and take a class in Arcadia, or whether they meet with an Eagle advisor, they remember what they did, where they were, how they earned it. This journey does mean something to these scouts. It's very special. So I just wanted to point that out. When we were putting these merit badges on, they both described to me how they earned them. So Zachary, if you could tell us your favorite scouting memory and what your Eagle project was.
All right, so my favorite memory was probably the last camporee that happened. I was the patrol leader for our patrol, and we did every single activity in first place. We did it the best, and we won best patrol. And yeah, it was just a very good experience because winning's fun. And yeah, so my Eagle project was actually influenced by Bobby, and I also put in touch-free water fountains at the other LVUSD schools that Bobby did not do. And yeah, you heard it from Bobby. It was very time-consuming, and yeah.
Very important project. Congratulations. Before you guys exit the stage, I just want to bring up a special guest that came to us from the National Committee on Jewish Scouting. And Mr. Richard Green, if you could come up here and present these boys with their certificates from the National Jewish Scouting.
I too am blessed with a loud voice. So on behalf of the National Jewish Committee on Scouting, I present this to Zachary, certificate of accomplishment. And for Ezra, the same thing. And I know how hard it is and what it takes to become an Eagle. My stepson Eagle a number of years ago, and I couldn't be more proud. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Green. Thank you, boys. Congratulations. And here comes Mr. Cassidy with your patches and palms. Congratulations. Oh, Zachary's neckerchief. My bad. That's my fault. Judah, where are you? All right, congratulations. Thank you, Scouts. All right, moving on. Our next Scout that we want to recognize. So our district chairperson has just given us a gift for all the Eagle Scouts. This is a special Eagle neckerchief that says WLACC, our council, Western Los Angeles County Council, Reyes Adobe District. So this is a specialized district Eagle neckerchief for all our Eagle Scouts tonight. Congratulations, guys. And thank you, Mr. Watts, and thank you to the Reyes Adobe District. So if you haven't got this, come get it afterwards. Our next scout that we want to recognize, Mr. Otto Remo. Come on up. So Otto, congratulations. I was with you in Pack 333 when you were a young Cub Scout as well. So it is very much a pleasure to see you at this moment. You're definitely one smart scout, I'll put it that way. And it's a pleasure to present you with this Eagle Scout certificate and your Eagle Scout card. Congratulations. And now I know your dad has a couple of words and things he'd like to present and say to you.
Hello, my name is David Ramel, Assistant Scoutmaster, Webmaster, Resident Photographer, and Tech Guy for Troop 642. But today I'm just a dad. I'm a very proud dad, standing here to present my son Otto with the Eagle Scout rank. I remember one of the first times I realized Otto was really special was in preschool. I showed up to pick him up from school, but he wasn't in his room. He was in the main office. And in the main office, they had a poster, a framed poster on the wall of classical instruments. And he was standing on the couch, pointing out each instrument, saying, "That's a viola. That's a French horn." All the ladies in the office were pretty amazed. And I just kept thinking, wait till we see what's next. And I still think that today. With every achievement and measure of excellence, wait till what comes next. Otto started as a Tiger Scout, and he loved camping and hiking and all the projects. He had Howard as his Cub Master, and just loved all the time he spent there. In Boy Scouts, he started doing trips on his own. I wanted to let him be by himself, so I was staying and spending time with his brother Alex in the pack. And so he learned leadership too. He always liked to help the younger Scouts learn. While Otto was an active leader in Scouts, he was also co-captain of the math team. He was playing hockey, and he had a crazy workload at school. I remember meeting with the head of school because we had to get special permission for Otto to take so many AP and honors classes. He said normally he wouldn't give special permission, but in this case he would allow it because he knew Otto was capable of it. Capable of handling it, and handling it he did, even if it meant regular midnight bedtimes while he was finishing all of his homework from all of his classes. And if that wasn't enough, Otto then decided to add Philmont to his schedule with all of the practice hikes and practice camping. But now he counts that as one of his greatest achievements. So I'm really happy he did that. With all that on his plate, Otto still powered through, maybe with a little light nudging. Completed all his merit badges and his Eagle project, building and installing shade structures for the Calabasas Bark Park. So what comes next? The test scores are posted, the essays are written, the applications are in. What comes next is waiting to see which university understands the potential in Otto that I know is there. I can't wait to see what's next, but right at this moment, I'm extremely proud dad who wants to present you with this commemoration of your achievements and the rank of Eagle Scout. And because Otto is already 18, he also gets the Assistant Scoutmaster patch and the knot because he's no longer a scout. Thank you very much.
Assistant Scoutmaster, huh? You know what that means. Congratulations, Otto. You want to go ahead and tell us, I guess your dad mentioned what your project was, but if you want to give us a brief saying about that, and if you can tell us what your favorite moment in scouting was.
Of course. Oh, man. There are so many experiences I could choose from scouting. Philmont is the first one that comes to mind. Emerald Bay. But the one that really sticks out to me, and the one that really has stuck with me through the most, it was Black Canyon. It was a great canoeing trip. We were launching from the Hoover Dam. We were going to visit some hot springs. Along the way, on our way to the hot springs, we noticed a woman who had fallen and badly injured herself. And we, as scouts, you know, not being experienced with that kind of thing, we were scared. We were frightened. We wanted to help, but it was tough for us. So my close friend and Eagle advisor, Mr. Schwartz, helped her. He stayed with her, gave her medical treatment, had her airlifted with a helicopter with one of the GPS phones we had. And it's just something that's always inspired me to be better, do better, and help as much as I can. So thank you, Mr. Schwartz. Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to every single one of you in scouting who has helped me and inspired me. And like my dad said, my Eagle project, 2018 Woolsey fires, large portion of our community was sadly burned down. And one place that was really close to me was a local park. I played roller hockey there for how many years? Like 6? It was a lot. So that place was really near and dear to me. So hearing such a tragedy happen to them, I knew I had to help. So what I did, part of their dog park had burnt down during the fires, and during the reconstruction phase, they were rebuilding some shade structures that they had there. So I got in touch with them, designed some of my own. We constructed and installed them over the course of a week. And yeah, so those are still standing there today, and it's great purely because of all the help I received along the way. Thank you.
Congratulations, Otto. Here's Mr. Cassidy to present you with your patch and pin. And Mr. Bernard, if you can come up and give him his neckerchief, although we should really give him the proper neckerchief. They're both proper, but we want to give the special neckerchief. Yeah, I'll take the old one. Take the slide. Slide. What did you do? All right, so I told you we were going to go in alphabetical order by last name, and of course I skipped someone. But that doesn't mean he didn't earn this or deserve this. Mr. Spencer Morga, come on up here, Spencer. So the reason I skipped him is because they already picked up their certificate from the scouting office. So he's already got it. He actually did earn his Eagle back in, was it March, April? April. So he earned it a while ago. So no worries there. But congratulations. You have your certificate and your card. Congratulations. Do you have your parents coming up to say something? Come on up, Mr. Morga. Mr. and Mrs. Morgan, come on up.
Where's my wife? You want to hold this one? Well, I didn't really have a speech prepared tonight, but I do want to say a few words, especially thanking Spencer for the long journey that he had with scouting. Thank you also to everybody in this room who made this possible. Without the help and support that every scout out here, every ASM, every parent that helped out in all of the events that we participated in, none of this would have been possible. So thank you, Spencer, for making us truly proud of your achievements. As Minnie mentioned, a lot of you started when you're this small. You're probably one of the shortest scouts and smallest scouts out there, but we knew that you had the drive in you to persevere in a lot of the challenges, whether it's a physical challenge or whether it's a mental challenge in which you had to overcome. We knew that you had the spirit and the drive to really push yourself and really reach your potential. So we're really proud and very happy, and thank you for your patience as well. I know it's been a lot of nudging, a little bit of pushing in terms of getting to where you are, but I think we developed a truly great relationship in terms of knowing each other well, both as parent as well as a son, and sharing the adventures with you in all of the summer camps, all the high adventures that we've been through, really allowed me to get to know you as a person. And to me, I'm very thankful of that, to really spend that time with you and get to know you and really see you blossom as a young man. And we go ahead. And we do want to present you with the Eagle Medal patch as well as a few little medals. And Mr. Ilu, you want to do that? Okay. Oh, I have the. You want him to talk about it a little after?
Yeah, so congratulations, Spencer. As soon as Bernard gets you all squared away, you can tell us a little bit about your Eagle project and, more importantly, your favorite moment in scouting.
So, thinking about it, my favorite moment in scouting so far, there's a lot to go through I could talk about. But I think this has to do with my favorite trip, dog sledding in 2019. That was my first high adventure. I was in 8th grade. I was barely 14, but I gotta say that trip was something else. It was such a great experience. So we went in the dead of winter to Minnesota. Went dog sledding to a frozen lake. The snow was like to our knees. But that experience, it was just so amazing and so surreal. Waking up, in your sleep system with like 50 different layers on, right? And the snow, you could see the individual snowflakes just on your bag. You wake up, you eat boiling hot applesauce, and then you go on dog sleds. It was that I will remember the experience like for the rest of my life. It was such an amazing trip, and yeah, even I'd say it was even better than the film on. But about my Eagle project, I always had a goal to make Eagle before my 15th birthday. So. I started making plans for that before COVID hit, and I was always thinking of an idea. I had things in mind, right, ideas here and there, but nothing really was able to happen because of COVID. There, obviously, a lot of the projects, they involve, contact with other people and contact with things, whether it's like building or etc. And that was a time where for the BSA regulations, you couldn't even see another person, be in the vicinity of them. So that was really difficult in trying to create a project. So it took a long time to find one, but then I finally reached out to the mayor and of my city, Westlake Village, but we did end up having a great amount of donations to the pantry, and along with a $600 check in donation to them. So that Eagle project, it was a bit of a challenge sometimes, but eventually I did make it to my goal. I got my BOR on April 21st of 2020, which was 3 days before my 15th birthday. So I did make it.
Congratulations, Spencer. Great job. And here's Mr. Cassidy to present you with your patch and pins. Congratulations. Moving on, we just have a couple more Eagle Scouts here. Mr. James Sadeloff. Come on up here, Mr. James. Mr. James, congratulations on earning this highest honor in scouting. I also know you from when you were a young cub in Pack 175, so congratulations on making it to this point. I am proud to present you with your Eagle Scout certificate and card-carrying member of the Eagle Squad. Congratulations. Mr. Sadeloff, if you want to come up here, Mr. and Mrs. Sadeloff, come on up here. And then when they're done, you'll tell us a few words about your favorite scouting activity and your Eagle project.
Okay, I'm going to speak for the mums, okay? So, as a mum, I can attest that scouting makes parenting a lot easier. Of course, there's all the stinky washing, and I have to tell you many times, James came back, and to use a phrase that where I come from, absolutely minged, and the clothes would come off at the front. But that being said, the structure the structure of scouts and the opportunities it gives them has been absolutely fantastic. And as you know, the good habits it forms at youth make all the difference. Just a couple we were talking about. Who knew for James that scouting would ignite his love of or desire to take ASL in high school? I think James, was it Codes and Signals? Signs and Signals, and from that it ignited James's interest in ASL. What else? Who knew scouting, actually this was Cub Scouts, ignited a big argument with his mother, and we discovered James's absolute fear of heights at the big swing. But as I said to James, as Yoda said from Star Wars, do or die, there is no try. He did it one time, he hated it, but he did it. And lastly, who knew that scouting would uncover James's inner Gordon Ramsay, because he's mean. With that jet boil, he loves it. So he says he took after, his dad loves to cook, but they vie now over the jet boil, which is great. English cooking, they won't have anything to do with it. I can make scrambled eggs, but apparently not as well as they do. So just a few things, and at the end of the day, who knew this big project for the Eagle project, who knew that it would seriously ignite and the impact it had on James he was also working at the West Valley Food Pantry. It ignited in James this awareness and opened his eyes about the need around the community and how huge it became during the pandemic. And that was, the power and the lasting impression you get from the Eagle project. But, so James, I think, we got you ready. You can take care of yourself. You can wash your clothes. You can do your thing. You're good. You're good to go. But lastly, in all seriousness, I would say, as Maya Angelou would say, I have a son who is my heart, a wonderful young man, daring and loving and strong and kind. And thank you to Scouting for doing that for him and growing him into the human being he's become. And now, Dad, you can say a couple of words.
Well, it's been a long time, and it's been a long time coming.
And there's been some pushing, and there's been a little bit of pulling, but you made it. And I cannot tell you how proud of you we are as parents and as I am as your father.
Congratulations, James, and they're presenting you with your medal, and there's a gift. It looks like a knife. Is that a knife? Oh, very nice. An eagle knife. Congratulations, James. And now you got your neckerchief and slide. Mr. Cassidy will now present you with your patch and palms. And here comes Mr. James to talk about your favorite scouting moment and your project.
Scouting has provided me with a lot of great moments to choose from over the years that I've been in it. So many camping trips have given me memories that I will bring with me for the rest of my life. But I think the memory I want to share today is that of the last Philmont trip. The hike up to Mount Baldy was the single worst day of my life. We had to wake up at either 3:30 or 4 and hike up 9 miles. Not up and down, up 9 miles. And then we decided that we had enough time to summit Baldy. And on our way to summit Baldy, we lost a few people. Not dead. They're still here today. They just decided to take a break, head back down. But as we made it up there, we decided whether we should turn around and had a couple of arguments about it. But eventually, we made it to the top, and that was the best feeling I've had in the worst day possible. And I don't know if it was the dehydration or the fact we were there an hour later than you're allowed to summit, but I think that that is just what makes scouting scouting. Going through all the challenges you have in your day, everything that is in your path to block your way just to reach your goal. And I just had the greatest memory from that. As for my Eagle project, that was also very difficult. Because of COVID, a lot of the regulations changed around how to do an Eagle project. So when I started, well, first of all, I should start with saying I got my inspiration for my Eagle project from COVID. I had a lot of extra free time on my hands being at home, so I used that time to go to the West Valley Food Pantry near my house and offer some of my time to help volunteer. And I noticed that as all the people come through the car line for food, a lot of them asked for pet food, which the West Valley Food Pantry didn't get from the LA Food Bank, or they didn't get from Amazon Fresh with their generous donations. So I thought that it would be a good idea to have a project where we would be able to raise money and raise pet food for this food bank. And as I was getting the papers ready for this, the Eagle, the Eagle Scout project form had changed because of COVID, so we had to redo the whole thing. And instead of being able to see everyone face to face, you would have to do everything remotely, not being able to talk to people, drop off at doors, not people. And it was a difficult time having to send more emails than I was able to talk to the people I was actually doing the project with. But eventually we were able to raise over 1.5 tons of food for the West Valley Food Pantry, and were able to give out pet food for 3 to 4 months on that alone.
Congratulations, James. Great job. Moving right along, I know this is a little bit longer than we were anticipating, but that's what happens when you have 12 Eagle Scouts earning their Eagle Awards. But again, we're not going in alphabetical order anymore. So I need to go back and congratulate Mr. Michael Rubeas. So the Rubeas family also picked up their scouting certificate, Eagle certificate from the Scouts shop because he earned his Eagle back in February, March of this year. So it was a while ago. Parents, you want to come on up and present and say a few words?
Just gonna say how proud I am of him. He's been in scouting since he was 5, with some of these boys since kindergarten. We made it to Eagle and can't wait what's the next step is gonna take him. And this is for you.
All right, and here is Mr. Bernard to present you with your District Eagle neckerchief. And here comes Mr. Cassidy with your Eagle patch and palm pin. All right, Michael, you want to tell us a few words about your project and your favorite scouting moment?
So my favorite scouting moment was when I became quartermaster of the troop, and I was given the responsibility of cleaning up the trailer. So when I first saw the trailer, it was like a complete mess. So then alongside a group of scouts, we completely emptied out the trailer. We inspected every single tent, and we cleaned up every single utensil and cooking hardware. And what astonished me the most, the whole entire process took us about 4 hours, and the trailer completely changed after that day. And then for my Eagle project, back in September, I renovated the Latigo Canyon trailhead, which is up in the Santa Monica Mountains. So the trailhead, before the project, it was just covered in brush and was completely empty. And then during the project, we completely removed all of the brush there, and we assembled a picnic table and a display case that we put a trail map in there.
Congratulations, Michael. Now this is a special Eagle Scout that we have coming up. This is actually from our sister troop, Troop 642G, Sasha Rubeas, sister to Michael Rubeas. And as you may have heard earlier from Mr. Schwartz, Sasha earned her Eagle in record time, I believe in 2 years, which is absolutely amazing to earn an Eagle award in that short of time. But in here to speak on her behalf, because she is away at college, so I want to bring up Miss Margarito Azana. She is from the Troop 642G squad.
So I was lucky enough to be Scoutmaster for Troop 642 Girls, G we call it. Sasha was just an amazing girl. She's at UC Davis, so I hope is she watching? Okay, hi Sasha. So she's just an amazing girl, very focused, driven. Really, I sometimes wondered if she was enjoying the journey itself, but then every time she progressed and grew into the next level, and I would ask her what she likes about it, she just really embraced the whole program and enjoyed it and had fun. And even through COVID, where we had meetings that were online, she just really embraced the whole thing. But what an amazing person, and I hope that we stay connected, and I'm sure we will stay connected in the future and for the long term. Just congratulations, Sasha. And you're great parents, and yeah.
Sasha would like to thank all of you, especially Margarita, Diane, all Mrs. I'm blanking out, Goldenberg, all the people who helped her, Mr. Schwartz. She wouldn't have done it without you guys, especially we were such in a crunch time. She loved Boy Scouts from the beginning. She always envied what Michael used to do, and unfortunately she didn't get the chance to do all the stuff because of COVID. But the little stuff that she did, she really enjoyed. And so thank you.
And do we have a patch for Sasha? Do we have a patch for Sasha? Okay, there you go. Thank you very much. Ms. Margarita, if you would stay up here, because our next scout earning their Eagle Award is Mr. David Azana, who also is away at college right now, but we are here to present David's mom, Ms. Margarita, with David's certificate of Eagle. Congratulations.
I'll speak for David first, and then I'll speak for me as a parent. David's favorite moment, he texted me, was hanging out with his mom at every single outing. No, that's not what he said, but I'm sure it is somewhere in the background, subconsciously. One of his favorite moments was similar to Ezra, where he said we were instantly efficient, and we were instantly efficient in picking up and packing up during Northern Tier when we got evacuated. That's when it shows, really what the training does for these scouts, because it typically takes about 2 hours to set up and to break down. But when we were getting evacuated they said you have half an hour to be ready. Within half an hour, we were all on the planes, ready to go, packed up, 2 camps. We were just relaxing and hanging out. So it was pretty amazing. So that's one of his favorites. And then because we had canoed 2 camps, so we had canoed, I don't remember how many miles the night before, so we were all exhausted as well. And he wants to thank Mr. Miles, Mr. Schwartz, and Mr. Chartrand for having been there and helped him through, and everybody who has helped volunteer with all of the outings and projects that he did. His project was to make eagle boxes. He's an avid bird watcher, so it was appropriate for him to make boxes for owl boxes for an organization called Citizens for Los Angeles Wildlife. So they take the boxes and put them up on trees so that owls can come in and nest and just be naturally for rodents and other animals that are more pests instead of using pesticides and killing. As far as me, I'm very proud of David. He really grew, as all of these boys grow, and it's amazing because I think at 10 of the outings that the kids said were their favorite outings. So it really is amazing to see all of the boys grow, but especially to be able to participate and be with my son as he went through the process of becoming from 11 years old to the time he was 18. It wasn't always easy. Even the nudging, he's a stubborn man now, nudging him to do his Eagle project. So it's pretty amazing to see that growth. So I appreciate Scouts for that, and I appreciate that I had the opportunity to be with my children, my two, 3 boys during the program. So thank you to everybody for that.
Congratulations, Margarita, and to David. Here's your patch and palm pin. Don't forget your neckerchief for David. So we do have one more scout who's not here with us. Hopefully he's watching online. But Ricky Snyderman also earned his Eagle Award. Congratulations to Ricky. Let's give him a big hand. All right, so We have presented our awards to all our Eagles. If we can have the Eagles return up to the stage. And you guys have to take the Eagle Scout Oath. So we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. But this is something the Scouts have to do. They have to take their Eagle Scout Oath. So Eagles, come on up on stage. Shake Mr. Chartrand's hand. Okay. Are we all squeezed in? Are we all in the frame? All right. So congratulations once again, Scouts. Repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligation and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example. My rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop and in my community and in my contacts with other people. To this, I pledge my sacred honor. Congratulations, Eagle Scouts of 2021, Troop 642. Take a bow, Scouts. Take a bow. Next. All right, we are now upon the moment where our Scoutmaster will present his Scoutmaster Minute. Okay, Scouts, you want him to stay up here. All right. So here is our Scoutmaster, Mr. Chartrand.
Thank you, Danny. I'm glad you guys had a chance to stand up, and I know we're standing in the way of coffee and some phenomenal desserts that are back there, so we'll make this fast. So guys, if I can have you come up to the front, just kind of take a knee, and then guys go behind them. Can I have all the Eagle Scouts in the room that are prior Eagle Scouts come on up, please? We're going to do the Eagle's Nest real quick. Close this out. Yep, and you guys go up behind them so you can be seen front and center. Make a little room right there for the guys to come up behind you. So what we're going to do is have these fellas come up and gather around these gentlemen. And real quickly, we're going to go through and, boy, we got a lot of them. Great. That's good. That's a good thing. Come on over here, guys. There's plenty of room on this side of the stage. Great. We got everybody? Good deal. We'll start on that end. Brandon, when did you get your, tell us the year that you got your Eagle Award.
1991.
Oh, dang, I'm still the oldest one. 1980. I was hoping one of you guys might outdo. Anyway, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you an example here how deep this goes. This goes way, way back, right? The Eagle Award is a very rich and honorable award, and these gentlemen are now, part of that community. So this is the Eagle's Nest, and what I'm going to do right now, as soon as I re-put my code back in my phone, what I'm going to do is deliver the Eagle Charge real quick, and it won't be as fast as one of the legal notices on a radio ad, but I'll do my best, all right? I have the honor to give you the Eagle Charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in scouting. The Boy Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history, and you have been counted worthy of this high rank in the Boy Scouts of America. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you well know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God and country, to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother scouts. Your responsibility goes beyond your fellow scouts to your country and also to your God. America has many good things to give you and your children after you. But these things depend, for the most part, on the quality of her citizens. Our country has indeed had a great past. You are here to make that future even brighter. I charge you as new eagles to undertake your citizenship with solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the high level of service to God and your fellow man. So live and serve that those who know you, will be inspired to the finest living. We have too many who have used their strength and their brains to exploit others and gain selfish ends. I charge all of you to be among those who dedicate their skills and their ability to the common good. Build America on the solid foundations of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God, and no matter what others may say or do, you will leave behind a record of which every scout may be justly proud. On behalf of this Court of Honor and the West Los Angeles County Council, Reyes Adobe District, Scouts BSA, and the high hope, I give you the high hope that you will always represent the finest character and citizenship. We welcome you into the Brotherhood of Eagle Scouts and congratulate you, your parents, and all of your scout leaders. Congratulations, gentlemen. Nice work. And ladies and gals. I know we had one, hold on. I know we had one, Sasha, that's you too, so I didn't mean just boys. It's boys and girls. Thank you very much. So with that, I will close this out by saying one last thing. Obviously, this last couple of years has been a challenge for all of us in this room and this entire country. A lot of things have gone wrong, but a lot of things have gone right. And what you saw in this room, all this love, all this caring, all these people, all these leaders, all these assistant scoutmasters that have come forward and volunteered all their time, and you as parents that have supported your kids, there's a lot of love here, and a lot has gone right in this world, and it's an example right here in this room by seeing all these guys come up here and do this. So with that, I want to thank all of you for supporting your boys. I'm thrilled to be part of this, and I want to thank all of you parents for sharing these kids with us, because these are great guys, and I couldn't be more happy about sending these guys out in the world. What do you think? Absolutely, right? Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. Gentlemen, good luck, and head on out there and do good things, okay? Congratulations, guys. And Connor, thank you for the sound system. This is so cool.
Thank you, Mr. Chartrand. If I could get Ms. Diane Petring to come on up here, please. So I want to take this last minute before we wrap things up and get to dessert. Mr. Petring, Mr. and Mrs. Petring. Uh-oh. As most of you guys know, John and Diane have been essential to this troop. They have run many of our trips and outings. They've organized them. There are many moments when I thought this troop would fall apart if it weren't for Mr. Petring. And so because of that, I thank you. The reason we're calling them out is because the family is moving to Texas at the end of the month. We're sad to see them go. We're going to miss them dearly. We're going to really miss them in the troop. They provide so much foundation in our troop and help, and we really will miss you guys. So we went out and got you guys a few gifts, and so this is just an appreciation. So all right, so this first gift is actually a flag that was flown over the United States Capitol. And here is the certificate of authenticity to certify that this flag was flown over the United States Capitol. The folding the folding of that flag was done by me, so you can tell it's not perfect, but if you guys want to go ahead and do that. So I wanted to get you something personal, Mr. Petring, from all our adventures that we had. So this is a Wise Owl hammock for your next outing that you do in Texas, and you can take your naps. This time, instead of on a rock, using a rock as a pillow, you can have a hammock. And one more personalized gift that's not quite here yet. I'm sorry, it didn't get here in time. Ordered, and then I get an email saying it's going to be delayed. But I got one for each of you. It's a Troop 642 personalized coffee mug. It's got pictures of Philmont, the picture of the family at the Grand Canyon, 642 all over it, and a picture of the boys at Camp Geronimo because we had such a great time at Geronimo. And I wrote on this, behind every good scout is a great adult leader with appreciation from Troop 642, Woodland Hills, California. So I got that for both of you. This mug actually belongs to Miss Carrie, so we'll have to give her back the mug.
Thank you, Danny. I really appreciate that. I wasn't expecting that, but thank you so much. Our time in this troop, which I don't consider to be ending. I still think I'm going to, I'm going to re-charter with the troop next year and stay in touch and try to be an Eagle advisor and a merit badge counselor from Texas. Maybe I'll be able to, or we'll be able to go on one or two of the trips. I hope that's not naive, but that's what we have in mind. So, but our time in this troop has been just amazing. I'm so glad that we chose this troop. We visited 4 troops, Robin Monick, and we went around to various troops when we were in a Cub Scout pack. And we visited 4 troops, and we were trying to decide between those, and then somehow there was this one extra troop that, let's go try this troop. It was one extra thing. We said, okay, we'll go ahead and do it, and it was this troop. And I was just blown away by what this troop had done, how active it had been with all the high adventures, thanks to Mr. Schwartz and Mr. Miles and all the other leaders, and Mr. Chartrand and his impressive leadership. And so our time in this troop has just been wonderful, thanks to all you people, and I really appreciate Danny. There was that period, you might remember that phrase, 15 days to bend the curve. So we, canceled a couple meetings, and then we canceled 4 meetings, and then we canceled 8 meetings. And that's when Danny and I had a conversation about, this troop's going to fold unless we actually figure out a strategy. And there was that period of time where Danny and I were working together really closely to get it restarted. And then everybody else got on board, and the scout, the youth leaders got on board, and kept it going through this whole pandemic, and now you see the fruits of that. To see this at this period after a year and a half of this pandemic situation, to have 12 Eagle Scouts in 1 year and have a thriving troop, it's just really amazing. So I thank Danny, and I thank every single leader and parent and every single scout for everything you do to keep this troop so special. Do you want to say anything?
Just want to add on there, as John said, we've been excited to see the growth of the troop. In addition, we were able to found a girls' troop as well in 2019. As soon as our girls were able to join, they did. And you saw Sasha's accomplishments. She achieved her Eagle in 2 years and 8 days, which I think has got to be some kind of record. I'm so proud of them. I will miss them with all of my heart. All of you guys that we've been on trips together, it's been a great experience. I will never forget any of you and any of this experience. I've been thankful to have it all. And that's pretty much all I have tonight. Thank you, Danny, for everything. And Mr. Chartrand?
Thank you guys for everything. You will be missed.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, now we will continue with our benediction and then our closing. Who is going to do our benediction, Mr. Schechter?
Please prepare yourself in the manner you're accustomed to. O Lord, may we not forget that the true work of scouting begins as we leave this place, to install trust and be loyal, to help all persons and be friendly in our encounters. May we show courtesy in our kindness, obedience to requests, and be cheerful in our duty. May thriftiness be our path, brave be our character, clean be our mind and body. Above all, dear Lord, make us reverent in all things, remembering that in you only we perform well the calling of scouting. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Schechter. I now call up Mr. Turner to close this court of honor.
What a night. I'm still in awe that we could do so many Eagles in one roughly 12-month period. It's really phenomenal. So again, by the authority vested in me as the committee chair, I declare this meeting to be over. I want all the Eagles in this room to go out and I really want to see what you guys are going to accomplish, because I know it's going to be some big things. If you guys can do this during COVID, what can't you do? What can't you do? So go out there and make everybody in this room proud. Good night.
Please join us for some dessert and schmoozing. We're sorry that it went a little longer, but that's what happens when you have 12 Eagle Scouts in 1 year. Thank you all for coming. Eagle Scouts, if you did not get your district neckerchief, please come up and see Mr. Watts before he leaves.